Smartmatic Machines have used Dominion software. Sequoia, which was acquired by Dominion in 2010, makes voting machines that have used Smartmatic software. Watchdogs in the Philippines have grappled with what they believe is widespread Smartmatic and Dominion-related election manipulation for 10 years. Attorney and former Filipino Congressman Glenn Chong scoured audit logs to uncover how Smartmatic machines had somehow preloaded and transmitted thousands of votes before polls even opened.
The term preloaded is exactly the same term I'm using here in Manila. Preloaded votes. Preloaded ballots. Again, I point this out to our audience. Look at these pieces of documents. They are signed. We have 70,000 voters. About exactly 4,114 ballots were already scanned by 145 voting machines days before the elections. That's over around 6 or 7%.
Chong notes similarities in how he says his race and others in the Philippines were rigged with what happened here in America.
I've said that my case in my district in Biliran, Philippines, is exactly the same case as in the case of President Trump. He was ahead on the night of the election, and then his lead was wiped out all throughout the day, the next day. That's the same thing with me. I was overtaken at 5:56 in the morning the following day, the day following the elections. In the case of Senator Ferdinand Marcos Jr., he was ahead on the night of the elections. He was ahead by 943,045 votes. That was his lead. Within a few hours, by 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:26, if I remember it right, 3:26 in the morning, all the 943,045 votes lead of Senator Ferdinand Marcos Jr. was wiped.
That's right, wiped out. Chong also exposed automatic vote padding and shaving manipulation by Smartmatic machines, plus what he says is missing and out-of-sequence ballot images. He confronted Smartmatic officials with reams of logs outlining this fraud. Other politicians in the Philippines turned up the heat.
I'm sorry I have to say this, and it seems a little harsh, but what they are not there to sell a electronic election system. They are there to give a method of cheating to whoever pays them the most.
Wow. Instead of providing answers, several Smartmatic officials left the country, including a veteran Smartmatic official named Hyder Garcia. This Venezuelan-born operative now serves, believe it or not, as election administrator for Tarrant County, Texas. That's a county which turned blue for the first time since 1964 after the introduction of new electronic voting machines.